Hello everyone. Welcome to our live session. It's a pleasure to have you here today. Forgive us for the delay, but it's the moment to coming. Uh, Good night, Jofu. Good night, Chesco. Uh,
Hello, Shalom. Do you hear me?
yes, I hear. I can hear you.
Good, good.
Yeah, Andre, good evening.
Good
Okay.
evening,
I
Chesco.
want Good evening, Chesco. I want to thank each of you being here. Your participation is essential for us today to have a rich and productive conversation. Firstly, I can present Zungando Microsoft because many people ask me what is Zungando Microsoft. I can share my presentation here. Okay. Tell me if you see my s- my screen.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
okay on my side.
okay. What is Zungando Microsoft? Zungando Microsoft is a initiative created by me, led by me. The idea is to share knowledge about products and service of Microsoft in the event, in consulting, or technical community. That is what is Zungan Microsoft. This guy is me. The second guy is my brother who helped me to design all you can see. That is my Zungando Microsoft. Uh, Let me start to share here and talk our topics. Okay, my English is not so good. I have two screen, and the second screen I have some words translate in English. I can read for Jofu, for Chesco. uh, Now let me our special guest. Please, each can you introduce yourself, Jofu? Who is Jofu? Where do you live? What what do you eat?
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Shalom, for inviting me to this call. Jufson, that's the right pronunciation. It's Jufson. I'm from Cameroon. I'm a full stack developer engineer, and I specialize myself in .NET technologies. I also am a Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador, which is a program led by Microsoft to help students enhance their community, their local communities. So that's all. Thank you.
Chesco, what about you?
All right, so Shalom, thank you very much for this opportunity. Yeah, I'm Chesco. Based in Ghana. I do speak French and English though, so I'll maybe for my free time I will try and learn the Portuguese, but not for now.
Yeah, yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. My day-to-day activity is working on Power Platform, developing UI for the Power Platform Power Apps. More focus. That is where I focus on, and a little of Power Page and here and there. And I do a little of web development and others that's required. I'm a married man. I have two
Oh,
kids. Yeah.
okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Awesome, awesome.
Yeah. I'm very glad to be here to learn Portuguese with Shalom and then to learn .NET with Joseph. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chesco.
Okay, thank you, Chesco. Um, let's introduce. Today we will talk about moving pieces. We talk about data, we talk about AI, we talk about cybersecurity. Uh, I need your statement about some people say data is the new oil. What do you think of this statement? Is right? Is not? The data today is the new oil.
Okay,
What
so
exactly mean first of all by data is new oil? Like, shalom.
I don't understand, Geoff.
I'm saying, what do you really mean? Data is the new oil.
Today you can see and book many people say data is the new oil.
Mm, yeah. Yeah, actually, data is something that's very dangerous, because it's sensitive. If you take data from customers or for people, you need to have a secured way to store them to interact with. So I think that's the most high challenge dealing with data is security and privacy. Last week we talked about this exact topic, and people said that it is great to have companies that focus on data and how to use data in their activities. But the real problem is where to store those data, either on cloud like Azure or anything else, or on premise. But there's a real challenge about how to keep those data private and secure. So I think it's way too early for Africa. That's sad, but it's way too early for us to dive deeply in that topic. We can just scratch to the surface, like use small data to analyze our sales, things like that, our population. But I think we should not collect private data and deal with those one. That's too dangerous.
Okay. Jessica, your opinion.
okay, thank you very much. Doof, you are totally right. Data is the new oil. Actually, yeah. So it's the thing that everybody is jumping on now. Yeah, it's the thing that
Yeah.
everybody is trying to get. If you take TikTok, if you take Facebook, all those stuff are just collecting our data. Yeah, that one is totally true. They are collecting our data. That is the new trend. And then there are sites over there that does this. When you go to like some sites, you can track somebody's personal life, whereby they try to narrate you all the things that the person does. It all is all through the data that they've collected through all those websites and co. So yes, data is the new oil. Yeah, everybody is jumping towards it because yeah, um, they use data to generate insights for elections. Sometimes ago, it happened in USA, it happened in Nigeria, whereby they use people's data on Facebook to actually define who is winning the election right before the election even started. So data is the new oil. Everybody is targeting it. Yeah, that is totally true. But we need to know how to target that oil. Like the normal oil, which was the back in the days they call it the l'or noir, which is the dark oil, the dark gold, right? So
Yes.
during that time, everybody saw that this is the new gold, and everybody jumped into it. And then today, those who leverage it well are benefiting towards it. And then like those oils that when you take the data, if you use it well, you benefit well from it because it is a raw data and you have to use it. You have to know how to use that, refine that data to get the right insight decision that you need, either to innovate or to understand something. And then so it is the new oil, yes, but you have to get that industry totally, that refined oil, to refine the data for you to be able to use it. If not, you just have a crude oil that you can be used. Yeah, thank you.
Yes. You're talking about elections. That's something that happened already.
Yeah. And even up to
Yeah.
now, if you check Twitter, there is this I
Currently,
think
there is a great debate on that.
yeah, yeah. Even Twitter, even Elon Musk post something like that, whereby people will just be liking the vote. If you are for this person, like the vote, or if you
Yeah,
are from that person, you see. And then all
yeah,
those things are insights already. People are taking right to take the decision that okay, per this statistic, maybe this person is likely to be the next president or this. We get
yeah.
it. So that is the new oil, truly.
Okay. Chesco, you speak, je veux dire quelque chose, c'est pas ça. You
Speak
speak
in French.
about, you speak about election, vote. In our African reality, how can we take advantage of organization and gain insight of this data? Example for vote for election.
Okay, thank you. So how can organization get this data and use it well for the vote and all those things? So it depends on the company, because
Okay.
not every company can post such things like a vote and everybody will just go there and then try to put their to submit or answer it. No, so it will depend on the company first of all. If that company has a lot of influence on social media, so you have to utilize the social media to get more of that data to be able to get an accurate data on that. And then if it's coming to vote, you have to be that data or that company or wherever you are sharing that for people to give their input has to be from that particular region. If not, if you are talking about a vote from Nigeria and somebody in Ghana saying that, oh, me, I don't like this president. No, you don't know what is going on there. So people from there need to act upon that data, not everybody that will just give his input about that data. You get it? So that the geographical input has to be there, and also those
Yeah,
companies have to use the right tool to analyze those data. There are tools
Okay.
that like Power BI over there. There are tools like I think Excel. I think they say it does Insight, and there are other ones that I don't know yet. But though you need to know those right tool that you use to work on those data, and then as the data come, it come raw. So you need to know how to refine that data. So that company must be capable of refining the data. If not, when you give me a data like this, me, I will not know how I will arrange it for people to know that this is the insight that is coming from that data. So specialized people must be there and then help and then refine the data. So when I'm talking about specialized people, meaning data scientists must be available for that company or that organization to be able to use it and then give the insight, the appropriate insight that is needed. That is my point on that.
I have a question for you. Do you think we have people who have those kind of skill, those exact skill here that can manage those kind of sensitive data? Because you know that what is happening actually is between Elon Musk and Donald Trump is data manipulation. It's kind of sensitive. Do you think we can surely have those kind of things here in Africa today?
Okay, thank you. So talking about those things, Elon Musk used Twitter and then his hand is right on it and he tweets a lot. So
Yeah,
meaning he is close to those to the people that will be likely to answer the vote. If you post the votes online, then so people will be there because every time you post, people will receive it and then people will act on it. Now coming to Africa, how many of our leaders, or if somebody is supposed to be part of an election, how many of them are actively online? Now you have protocol. If you take Elon Musk, he directly do his tweets. If you take Donald Trump, he directly do his tweets. When it
yeah,
comes to Africa, do our political people to do such a thing like that? They may have a protocol whereby there's somebody there who
yeah.
does the thing.
That's
Yeah,
true. Yeah.
you see, there are social manager people that does those things, and then they will just tell you maybe I don't know how it goes, but maybe you hear that okay, so you posted today about this according to the meeting we did last time and those things. But when he take Elon Musk, when he see that the thing is fed up, he will just post it over there. If he take Donald Trump, he will just tweet whatever he come to his head, he will put it over there. So it goes
Yeah.
direct. You know that when you are chatting with that person, you are talking directly to the right source. So when you tweet and then you call Donald Trump, he will be likely 90% or 80% to see it. You get it? But when it comes to African leaders, I don't know how active they are online. I don't know. So I can't talk about their side. But maybe they may need to be active at that side to help uh, get those insights more accurately.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. So we should be careful, you know. Should be
Okay.
careful.
Uh, Juf, as Microsoft, we are Microsoft program professional. What Microsoft tools we can use to organize data and extract insight?
Uh, Chesco already talked about that. We have things like Power BI and Excel. They are
Okay,
pretty powerful tools. But as I always said, we need to have the right expertise because even if they are powerful tools, in some of not non-experimented people will not be useful. So
okay. Uh, just Power BI, Excel. Juf, you are the man of .NET. You don't use
yeah, but
.NET or anything.
primarily a web developer, not in that data stuff. Yeah, so in
Okay,
.NET you
okay,
can still use those kind of data analysis, data science, but
okay,
it's not the first choice. You can integrate APIs from
okay,
Power BI because it's Microsoft things and Azure as well. Because in Azure, I don't
okay,
know if you're aware of, you can uh, run high resource heavy softwares that can interact with many data sources and things like that. But it's more like software things than data things. I'm not a
okay.
data analyst.
No, I ask because you in this moment we talk about vote. In the front
Yeah.
of you have a you have a program. You don't have
Mhm.
Power BI or Excel. You have one job. Do create an application .NET.
Yes. Actually, the software development has evolved. It can easily connect many applications together. So if Chesco develop a thing to, or I don't know what is the terminology there, something that will interact with our data, I can just build a UI for that. That's
Okay,
easy. I can build an API to kind of uh, print it to the screen or things like that. But I'm not touching directly the data because I'm not skilled for. That's not my thing.
okay, okay, okay.
So, Shalom, let's say Juve can create screens that can capture the data, but he does
Yeah,
not act on the data. He will get you the raw data, but he does not act on
Okay,
that data.
okay,
yeah,
okay, okay. I understand. I understand. Uh, AI. Today, today, AI.
yeah,
Today you can everywhere. Today you see some guys talk about AI. Jofu talk AI. Chesco talk AI in our platform. You can see Jofu tell Copilot
yeah. Chat GPT.
AI, Chat GPT, and another. Uh, for Africa, what
Mm-hmm.
is our reality when we talk about AI?
That's a good question. AI is meant to solve problems, problems that people
Okay.
usually solve themselves, but AI facilitates the solving process. So the real challenge is to find where to apply AI in our African context. But people are afraid. People say that AI will take our jobs. There's nothing left to do for humans, but I think it's wrong. It's partially true because AI will, same as how can I say, the industry evolved and replaced hardworking person with machines. The same way AI will replace some jobs, but not all of them. It will just require us to move to migrate, to kind of think a different way and find other problems to solve with our new tools because AI is at the end of the day, it's just a tool that we can use. So the challenge here is to find where to use that tool and not be frustrated by all those people on the internet saying that AI will take our job. Because the exact sentence is that AI will take our job to the next level, not just take our job, take our jobs to the next level, meaning that our jobs will evolve and not stay as we already know them, will evolve and change. That's all. AI is not going to take our jobs.
Okay. Chesco, do you have anything to add about AI in Africa? What is your opinion, your vision about AI in Africa, in our context?
It's Chesco here, Chesco. I guess he had a problem. Chesco, your
Okay.
mic is muted. Hello.
Chesco, let me write to Chesco.
Yeah, if you can text him.
Mm,
Actually, about AI, I have a talk on the 13th of October about AI. I mean, how this is impacting our development life cycle. Like software developers, how do they interact with new AI stuff? How do they feel about it? Yeah. And I talk about what I'm saying, like AI is not going to take our jobs. We just have to move to evolve. Like we are software engineers. Our our goal is to solve problems, to solve issues. So if we find a problem to solve, we are still doing our job, and we should not have to be scared about anything.
okay. About Microsoft tools. If
Just because
you
he's saying that he has a network issue.
yes, yes, I see. About Microsoft tools, if you talk about AI, you have Copilot, you have
Yeah.
an idea about.
Yeah, you know that I'm a .NET person, and in .NET, especially with Azure, we can leverage many LLMs, large language models, already
Okay,
available to us through APIs and SDKs. We just plug in and use that. And Azure is trying to help us to build intelligent applications. That's the point. They are helping us to build those kind of new generation application that leverage large language models and artificial intelligence. So we have this facility with Azure to integrate AI stuff right into our application in our .NET application. If I can find it, I can send it a link. There is a uh, do someone knows .NET here? Because I'm trying to go deeper. If
uh,
you. But actually, we are on the eighth version of the .NET. The .NET 9 will air on November, and we come with great tools, great capabilities. With the .NET 9, we will directly have right into the .NET SDK a tool to leverage ChatGPT things, and you can configure it to use a different model. Based on that, you can have direct interaction in your application, streamings. The way ChatGPT is responding when you write the prompt is not just a block of message, a block of response. It's streaming word by word, things like that. We have those kind of things that's coming with .NET 9 this November, and it's actually pretty good. It's pretty good. It's pretty
Okay.
good. It opens more perspectives to our applications. So Azure is
Okay.
trying to help us in that direction.
Okay. Chesco, you can hear me?
Yeah,
Yes.
I was having
Okay.
internet issues. I don't know if you can hear me now.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
it,
It's okay.
it, it, it's Africa
Okay,
problem. There is no, there is okay.
as you
It's
know,
Africa problem.
as you know.
Chesco, well, your opinion about AI in Africa?
Okay, AI in Africa. AI is helping us. So AI in Africa
Okay.
will continue to help us the way it has been helping since AI has been there since ages, but we just know about AI. I think last year with ChatGPT. So AI is helping because every time I need a small maybe debugging or something, I go to
Or
ChatGPT.
even text
So
generation.
you see, so just the same way, you remember that machine they were using before in offices where you type kata 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 kata. It's like is you have a roll of paper, then there is the ink, then you type tak 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 tak, pak, then you go through, you know.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that is the old time machine. And when
Okay.
computers came, people at that time were what? Oh no, I don't want to go to computer. Then you'll be there. But how many of those machines are we using today? We get it.
Mhm.
Okay.
So those who took the advantage, all right, let me leave this machine and then go to computer and then apply my skills. Is the same. Is the same thing. But now you are just viewing whatever you are typing on the screen rather than on the paper directly. So
Mhm.
if you has an error, you can easily erase it without changing that paper. You get it? So people would just at that time were thinking, okay, that's the best way. Let me quickly learn computer. At least I'll just learn how to open the computer, open my word, and start typing. You get it? And gradually people evolve, and then some people lost their jobs while people still continue. You know.
Yeah.
And then if you read today, and then we have AI that is helping in Africa, I believe you should just embrace it. Let's just embrace it and then use this to the fullest because somebody who say you will not use a AI or ChatGPT today, and then you need a code, you have to go to Stack Overflow and go and search for that particular answer over there. Meanwhile, you can type it in ChatGPT. ChatGPT will go to Stack Overflow, find that
Farm-
answer for you, and bring it to you. So you could imagine
Okay.
that me typing to ChatGPT who will spend 1 minute and you go online, Stack Overflow, and reading all the answers over the people give and try them one by one. You see that
Okay.
I've passed you already. You get it. So AI is here to help us. And if you are in Africa or wherever you are in the world, I believe you just need to just utilize it to the fullest, and just
Yeah.
embrace it the way it is. Yeah, just for just to improve because this AI has come to improve work. It has come to improve productivity at work. So some document you normally go to Google to go and search and find accuracy of that. ChatGPT will help you generate that content easily. So why do you need to worry? So AI is here to help us, and me, I've embraced it. I've even married it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, Chesco, hmm. Yeah. It's important AI in Africa. But how can we massively implement AI practices in Africa? You said about ChatGPT. AI is not is not just about ChatGPT. How can we massively implement AI in Africa? How can we do to implement AI practice massively in Africa?
Yeah,
Because
thank
I
you.
know
So
because I know ChatGPT is not is a iceberg of AI.
mhm.
Okay, how can we implement AI practice in Africa massively?
Okay, so AI, yeah, is not ChatGPT, but so AI was there before since more than 5, 10 years ago now. But it's ChatGPT that came to blow it up, and then with the co-pilot here and there. So how can you massively, how can you? Please come again with the question. How can you massively implement AI practices? Is that what you mean, right?
Yes, in Africa.
Okay, so first of all, we need the you need those digital infrastructures that will help the thing. So if it's companies and then there are workers there, they may need tablets, they may need PCs, that will help starting the AI because without that, we are not even anywhere close to it. Because you can't be using paper every day and say you are trying to implement AI. So first of all, the digital infrastructure, either is TV, either is tablet, is PC, is smartphone for schools, for market women, for farmers and co. You know, we need that. Then we need to promote it in our school. So I was um, I was a teacher before, so I always advise them look, search, read, and do this. So if we come to AI, we need to do that same thing and give the awareness of these technologies to right from the school so that people knows that yeah, these are the things that are coming and these are what we need to embrace. Our universities still have curriculum that dates 1990. If you go to universities, they are still learning C
Yes,
plus
yes, that's
plus.
true.
You,
Even
you
if
get
you
it?
watch the whole thing now,
you,
even if you
you
watch
see? You see? Meanwhile, there are new
Okay.
courses that have come that this school need to implement and they are not doing so. If you are supposed to promote this, this is how you are going to do it. These curriculum in universities need to be updated to this, putting robotics inside, putting data scientists all inside this our curriculum in universities and even in the junior school or the senior school when they are teaching ICT, they need to bring all these things so that students start putting all those things in their head before they complete and get to university and complete. You know, you need
mhm.
a organ a how do you call it or government need to encourage people. You need to bring digital stuff like maybe when you go to a public hospital, they need to have a digital system. Then right from there, people's mind are changing rather than you carry your booklets, your medical book from home to the hospital. You know that no, the hospital has my details already in their computers. Right from there, the AI is trying to implement because with that one, they can use those data to do other things inside to get and then use AI to work on those things. So we need the government action upon that side, and we need to train people on AI in Africa. You need to train them. ChatGPT, you don't use it by heart, so we need to train them. because if you don't take care, you go and expose company data outside there. So it's not
Exactly.
every document that you give to ChatGPT say, hey, ChatGPT, give me this. No. So you need to educate people on the AI itself, how it works, what are the pros, what are the cons, you know. And when it comes to research, you need to have this lab that do more of research in AI, and then encourage people to also find solutions with this AI. And while doing this, we are pushing AI in Africa. There are other places in Africa that don't have electricity. So when you say we should do this, meaning what? Government or institutions supposed to start putting electricities in those various regions that will help people having access to digital system, and that will help people having access to the AI. And then we are moving the same way the white people came to Africa, giving us education, going to the far end villages, teaching them, creating primary school at least for the beginners. The that same way we can also implement the AI, going to the far end in the villages and teaching them about the digital world that has come, and that everybody should be aware of all this, and then also support the all the startups that are coming, or pushing any startup that has an AI idea to also proceed in these industries. So that is, let me just stop here. I'm talking too much.
Feel free. Feel free.
Juf, you have anything to add about
Not particularly. Jesco said pretty much everything, but I've just something to
okay.
add is that if we manage to change our curriculum, we also need to have qualified teachers. That's something that we neglect. We also need to have qualified teachers because it will have no impact if we try to teach high level things with people who, first of all, does not understand it at the core. So that's just what I'd have to have because it will be hard to change all that, especially with our government to know how it is actually in Africa.
Okay. Um, Today, you can assist with the exponential growth of data every day, the implementation of AI. Africa is coming slowly, but if you see Europe, America,
China,
Chesco, China, and other, you can, Chesco said about Elon Musk.
yeah,
uh, you can see the implementation of AI is practical. It's practical. For Africa, what practical and immediate strategy can be implemented to enhance the security of system and data? Uh, in practical strategy, we can implement to to have a good security because we have every day data is grow every day. Chesco can sleep and say today I can implement anything about AI. But the question is, what is practical and strategy you can implement to create a good security?
hello.
Yes, yes, you.
Yeah, actually, Chesco, I saw you unlock your mic. But as he
Okay.
said, we first need to educate people because the problem of data is privacy. Privacy comes from laziness. You know, when people don't do the thing the right way, they share sensitive data. We first need to educate people about the how they should manage their data, how they should interact with, and things like that. That's the first point. And second, we need to have good infrastructures, as you said also. We need to have qualified people. I put an asterisk on that because we actually see, especially when people develop their skills, they go elsewhere. They are their first goal is not to work in Cameroon to develop our local community and things like that. We need to find a way to keep our local people here so that they don't go and spread their knowledge elsewhere. So we need to have qualified people here in Cameroon or here in Africa to develop our Africa together.
Jesco.
Yeah, okay. So how can you secure the AI, the data with the AI? Is that what you mean, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So first of all, you need the normal practice that we do when it comes to WhatsApp. We know that there are all these hackers here, so they all advise us to do the multi-factor authentication. So if it's that, you need to implement it in wherever you are doing, because as long as your data is exposed over there, you need to secure who has access to it, who is doing this, who is doing that. So you need a multi-factor in overall to protect the data in the first place. Then we need to encrypt that data when it comes to communication. How is it going? How is the data transferred? So when it comes to election like this, and then we did election finish in the evening, and then they are sending, maybe this police station is sending the data to the headquarters. Somebody can intercept that data on the way and then change it, like the way the ballot box, after people vote, somebody carry the box and then run away. So we need to protect that, secure that data while it is transmitted to the end user. So by encrypting that place and then by making sure that the security around all those things, and then we need also to make sure that we do a backup at every time, because it is data that will be used. So if there is a disaster and then the data center is gone with the water, how are you going to get our data back? So we need to have this backup for data recovery and those things. So when you take an example of Azure like this, Azure has that system that understands that when I store my data, I will not maybe store only in Ghana. It will be stored maybe in Ivory Coast, in Cameroon, in Uganda, or somewhere like that. So that if there is an issue that happened in Ghana, I know that there is a data, the same data in Ivory Coast that we can still use. So we need all those things, and we need to train the people that use the data. So I've said it before, you need to train them every time. At
Yeah.
every time, yeah, we need to be trained about data. And if any update that comes, we need to be aware and know how to go about it, so that we don't expose sensitive data of corporate things, and then we know how to handle the right thing at the right time. So that is it at my end.
Okay. Um, we are finished about talk about data, about AI, about cyber security. I think it's all. Last to finish, I need Geoff. We can talk about MLSIA program, and Chesco finish to talk about MVP program.
All right, all right. I will not just talk about MLSC, but MLSC and .NET Cameroon because I'm the founder of .NET
Okay, okay,
Cameroon.
okay, okay.
So MLSC is a program for Microsoft. The goal is to help people, help students to develop their local communities, reach more people with their knowledge and learn more. So they provide us with things like uh, meeting platforms, learning sessions, and free certifications. And they have support for our events, and they give us rewards, some kind of things like I received a badge, I received a bottle, I received some kind of cool stuff, and that's just to encourage students to learn more and to share their passion, their thoughts, their knowledge, And in the same direction, we build .NET Cameroon. because .NET is a technology that I use every day. And when I started, I did not have a good support here in Cameroon. People to ask my questions, people to mentor me, things like that. I didn't have that because that's not a tool that's used here in Cameroon. So when I got a little bit familiar with the technology, I created a small community to share what I already know. And when doing that, the community grows and people join from here, from Togo, from Senegal. I know many of people here that is not from Cameroon. And the goal is to share. That's the first goal, to share what we know and to learn from each other. So that's the goal of .NET Cameroon and the exact same goal for MLC.
Okay. If what is that? Uh, if you were to give your own definition for MLSia, what do you say?
Uh, um,
For you, this
for
is
me,
particular for you.
I don't know. I'll say uh, maybe Microsoft for students because we target many of Microsoft tools. We have many opportunities while being a student. We have many opportunities. So that's count that.
Okay. Chesco, about my MVP program. You see the name MVP.
The way you're even mentioning MVP, it sounds like
Okay.
okay. So as you could know, MVP, Microsoft most valuable professional. Donc, say it is a program that Microsoft put down to appreciate people that try to help in communities in many ways, either by mentoring people, by writing technical blogs, by conducting activities in communities locally and those things. So the MVP program there is basically for professionals, actually professionals around the world that does something related to Microsoft service. So, like my side, I do a Power Platform. So I am an MVP in the business application category. So if Juson supposed to be an MVP now, he should be a developer technology or developer tool MVP. So
Yeah,
basically, it is categorized by your profession, what you do, and then they put you in that field. So the program is actually to expose you to the rest of the world, just to see that Microsoft appreciates you for the good thing you are doing at your local place, or if you are writing a blog, just thank you. But hey, we like to give you a more visibility since you started this. Now we are opening the doors for you to be able to expand knowledge across board, across others, for others to hear you and know you that this particular person here is good into this, is good into that, and does this. So basically, that is the MVP program, and I believe Duxon very soon will be an MVP.
uh,
my
Chesco,
goals,
I share my my screen. I need to ask you something. In the last meeting, I asked to Joris. I asked it to Audrey. I asked them to you. What is that? Today, I go to ChatGPT. You talk about ChatGPT. I ask ChatGPT how many countries in Africa who officially talk French, speak French. Uh, ChatGPT answer me, you have 20 countries. But I go to micro MVP that community.com. I see you have just 11 MVP to 20 countries that officially speak French. What is the problem, Jesco?
Okay,
When
thank you very much.
bro,
So the problem is the French. You understand?
okay,
The problem is the French. If you see Jufson at his level now because he has been exposed to English, you get it. So the
Exactly.
problem is the French. So I believe French people feel comfortable at their position. So when you take Nigeria, check Nigeria, how many MVPs do they have over there? You get it.
okay,
Take South Africa, how many MVPs do they have there? Now check the rest of the how many English countries do you have in Africa? When you take one English country, at least you have more than two MVPs. But when you
okay.
take Africa, when you take Ivory Coast, how many MVPs do you have there? I think only one or two. I think it's not that another one joined. You get it? So let me say it clear on this platform. I don't care if it is live. The thing is that the French people don't want to share it. There are people that have been with this title for so many years 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 years, but they never share this knowledge. You understand? So when English people find this, they realize that, oh, this is good. Why not my neighbor, my friend, my colleague who also does this join me in this so that we all do this together? That's where the French people are lacking. One person will feel, let me sit here. I am the man. I get the title. You guys don't deserve it. Let me say it clear. That is the French one. I don't want to give example, but that is it. So I just like Wilson to be at this level where he meets with the English and he has this opportunity. You understand? And he
Okay.
has this mindset that, look, I need to also create a .NET Cameroon to help others to expand this so that people too should be aware. There are
Mm-hmm.
people who have this MVP's title in French countries so many years and they never share this. Look, I've been with people that they don't even want to know that you want to join the MVP. No, you understand? But when the English people share, get it, they'll be like, no, my brother is there. He too does this. Let me encourage him to continue doing this so that he too earn the title. And that is this
Yeah.
new generation that we are coming from. And we will make sure that this everybody that
Change.
does the good thing that needs to be titled, this should be awarded the title. You understand? So don't
Yeah.
worry if you still have 11 now. I give you the next 2 years. What Dufson is doing is a great job. There are people doing
Okay.
it in Togo. They are imparting to in Senegal. So very
Okay.
soon, all those old people that believe they have the monopoly of the thing will go away. You will take over, and then these younger generation will take over. Thank you very much.
Just go say the word, the monopoly. That is the word, the monopoly. Uh, Geoff, do
Yeah.
you have anything to add? I asked for country do speak French, but Chesco said the monopoly. Take this. You can see this is a Portuguese speaker in Africa country. You have just one MVP. You have six country in Africa do speak Portuguese, but we have one MVP and three MLS here.
Whoa.
I have I have a hard job to change this number. I have a
I
hard
think
job.
it's the same problem as Jessica said. The language
Okay.
is a very complicated problem to overcome because when I started in MLSA program, we were just something like 3 or 4 MLSA here in Cameroon, and two of them was not involved already. They were MLSA since things like 2018, so they was not in. So that's the problem. The problem is the language. When we face when we face people who speak English, we are afraid. We think that, oh, we are not good enough or we are not good enough. We have this limitation, and we should overcome that. As Jessica said, that should not be a problem. That should not be a problem. With just the passion to share. If we just want to share what we know, what we love, things like that, our activities, we can overcome things like language barriers. That's not the problem.
Uh, uh, what can we do in coming days to change this number? To change 11 MVP, to change this number of MLSI in Africa do speak French and Portuguese is a hard job, but you are here. Jesco, if
Yeah,
you see
yeah. Thank
anything
you.
to change, what is your opinion? Ton
Okay.
conseil, tu vois, pour changer ce
Yeah,
numéro ici.
yeah, yeah. So déjà, oh, sorry, let me go in English. So when you see
Okay, yes, yes.
you have you yourself that has started the initiative, you understand, and
Okay,
others in your country, in your region, will see, okay, they will start admiring what you do, and then out of thousand, one may join you. You understand, and then that one
Yes.
too may start impacting, and then from there it goes. You understand, the it just started this 2000 this 2020 after corona, that all these are now open to, you understand. So once you have initiated this and you have this community that is growing, somebody will join this one day and then feel like, okay, I want to be an MLSR, and will be fully in. It's not everybody that join here will actually be interested, but out of the thousand, one will definitely be the one that will join you one day in this. And then when you take this, when we started this community thing, I was in Ghana here. It was I joined this community in 2019 when they had the first MVP in Ghana. So later on, we realized that the impact is not only to have this monopoly in Ghana and say we are the Microsoft user group Ghana. No, let's go to Togo. Let's go to Benin. Let's go to Senegal. You get it too. That's where the idea came. And then you started reaching out to people in Togo and you realized that Geoffrey too was already interested in MLSA. And then you push that, okay, now let's encourage those guys. Let's go to universities and tell them, okay, look, you can join MLSA, you have this benefit, you have nothing to lose. And then gradually they start joining. Get it? And then from there, out of 10, maybe you may have three MVP from there. And then there too, they'll start imparting. And when you take do something like that, inside there are a lot of developers in their community that are already active. So
Yeah.
somebody who is interested in co-pilot starts talking about this and has his profession and start making, he will definitely get the title. And then that's how it goes. And we are the one leading people now. You understand? So we need to give the right example to others, like the way we are giving, freely giving. So let's continue this, imparting others throughout our sacrifice. Use your money, whatever you have, your power, to make sure others to join these crusades so that we expand this so that Africa will be well known. Because when you take Africa, especially French Africa, Microsoft stacks are not there. I know universities in Togo, in Cote d'Ivoire, students don't have university email. They use their Gmail. Maybe that is
mhm,
somehow okay. But in Ghana here is not. Once you admitted, you have at university.com, you have it already. Now there are companies in French Africa that if you join, you'll still be using your Gmail account for corporate work, which is totally wrong. You
Yeah,
get
that's
it?
the
So
case.
me imparting this, do someone like this who join the company, and then the company will be like, oh, do son, okay, so what do you think you can help us improve our work here? You will be like, okay, I believe if I talk to Microsoft, you can get some cheap license so that everybody in the company will have an email address, a corporate email address. You get it? Then it goes like that, so that
You
everybody
get
in
it?
the company will have an. Sorry, I have a
okay.
feedback. All right,
Okay,
can I
okay.
continue?
Yeah, you can continue. You can
Okay,
continue.
so yeah, all right. So just like that, and it continue to grow, and then we continue to expand. So by doing this, we are going. And then I just want to encourage you to continue doing this good work and also share your knowledge there, and then encourage your region, your people to be able to join. You understand? Thank you.
Okay. I see. Jove
You.
is out of battery. Is out
Oh,
of battery.
okay.
Is out of battery.
So
Thanks, Chesco, for your insight about the topics about Microsoft programs, Microsoft community. I can write something. The next day, we do our best to this number, change this number.
sure, sure.
People, thanks uh, to join us today. We have in the next Saturday you talk Microsoft Community. It's in Portuguese. Last Saturday was in French. Today is in English. In the next Saturday you can talk in Portuguese. Jesco, thank you very much. Joe, thank you for to accept my invitation to be here to talk to my audience. Thank you, Jesco.
Thank you very much. It's an honor to be here and then also help the community in order to grow in Africa. Thank you.
Thank you.